Good morning, good evening to all of you wherever you are. In today's video, we are going to talk about CBAP certification. Is it worth doing CBAP certification? Does it have any significance for working professionals or rather working business analysts? Let's have a look at some of the factors which will help you understand is it worth doing CBAP certification. So what is CBAP? CBAP is one of the topmost certifications for business analysts. I would say it is the gold standard for business analyst certifications. The topmost certification which requires 5+ years of experience as a BA. Now, doing any certification, especially the certifications which are more complex to achieve, requires significant amount of time, effort and cost. Now, considering these three factors, that you spend a lot of time and a lot of money, is it really sensible to go for it? Is it going to help you in getting promotion? Is it going to help you in better pay package? Is it going to help you in getting a job? Where does CBAP help a business analyst? That is what I'm going to discuss in this particular video. So there's nothing better than looking at some data first. So we look at some data to understand how does CBAP make any difference to a business analyst life. And finally, I'd conclude with my views on CBAP certification's worth. So what I'm going to look at is, does CBAP certification have any relevance in job search or in getting a call for the job? Second, what do CBAP certified professionals have to say about its value? People who are certified and now they have been surveyed to say how does CBAP help them. Finally, my views, as I mentioned, I'll conclude with my views. So let's look at some of the job postings which I have picked up from various job websites. The idea was to conduct some research in different countries, so to understand, are employers also looking for certifications? Because that is an indication to me that there is a demand for the certification. So I first looked at Australia and I looked at Indeed, which is one of the job search engine portals for searching a job in Australia. So the search term which I used is not business analyst, but business analyst certification, just to ensure that if they have anything mentioned in their job description about business analyst certification, the key term or the phrase used will be able to pick that up. So I got a result of around 450+ jobs. I'm showing you two JDs which asked for a BA certification, as you can see on your screens. So this is the first one, which is asking you for a business analyst certification. It doesn't mention CBAP, but it does mention about IIBA and BAPOC. Next one very specifically mentions about CBAP or CCBA and even AAC, which is also an IIBA certification. So this was about the Australia market. There were around 450 results which were looking for some kind of certification. Next, I looked at United States market, and for that I searched on LinkedIn. So here I was more specific, so I mentioned CBAP as a keyword so that I can get more specific results. So what I got is 220+ jobs, and again I'm showing you two JDs which mention CBAP. So the first one, as indicated on the screen, you can see it is mentioning about the certification. Next one as well, it has been selected so that you can observe that. These are certifications requirement mentioned in the job descriptions itself. Okay, and these are business analyst openings, as you can see on the left hand side. Last, I looked at the India market. So here also I searched for business analyst certification, and as you can see I got 530+ job entries. Now here again the similar situation. So here also you can see two JDs which indicate that the employers have asked for CBAP or CCBA certifications. So this is the first one, as you can see, and this is the second one. Now, what do these results mean? So the idea behind this research was to try and understand, are employers interested in candidates who have done this certification, which will kind of give some indication to the fact that this certification does help in job search. So what did we observe? We observed that some of the employers are indeed asking for any kind of certification for business analyst roles, especially the experienced ones. So, but most of the companies are asking it to be a plus point or a preference. They are not asking it to be a mandatory skill, except a few. Now, how many of these JDs or these requirements for business analysts in terms of percentage of total openings? To kind of give you an idea, suppose for example, there are 1,000 openings overall, and out of which how many were asking for BA certification, even though as a preferred skill. So looking at the data which I researched, I would say that 10 to 15% of the openings were asking for BA certification in some or the other format, which is not very high, but I have to say one thing which is for sure is that it has increased over the last few years. Earlier, it was never a part of the JD. So that is one indication that in the coming years, it is going to help in some form in job search. But we also need to look at, what do CBAP certified professionals say? Once they get certified, what was the end result for them? Did they get benefited? Because there's nothing better than listening to the people who have got the certification. So I looked at the data which is published by IIBA. IIBA conducts salary surveys every year. So I've looked at the data from 2020 to 2023 till this year. So what does it say? If you look at the first data, it says that this is the salary which business analyst professionals get if they have a certification called CCBA, 11% more salary compared to professionals who were not certified. This is for CCBA, which is the second level of certification for business analysts by IIBA. In terms of the highest level of certification, which is CBAP, the certified professionals got as high as 25% more compared to non-certified professionals. And these two data points are from the recent data published by IIBA. An older survey came out with certain other facts where people who got certified, they said that they felt more fulfillment at work. 29% of the people said that. But the best part of it is 57% people said that they feel more confident when they are working. That is one of the, for me, that is a very high point for an advantage of a CBAP certification, of any certification. So these were some of the data points which I got it for you just to give you an idea in terms of the demand, in terms of how employers are looking at the certification as part of the JD. What do the certified professionals say about the certification? Now it's time for me to conclude with my viewpoints. What do I think about these certifications, specifically CBAP? The first thing which I definitely would like to highlight, and this is all these views which I am going to express is based on my close to 29 years of IT professional career experience. So the first thing, the most important part, no certification in the world can guarantee you a job, no matter how popular it is. It may be the best certification in the world, but it cannot guarantee you a job. So how do you get a job, or how do you get a career growth? Is it because of the certification? Absolutely not. It becomes because of the knowledge gained through this experience, because of the skills which you acquire on the way. It could be technical skills as well as soft skills. So the experience is the first factor. And experience makes you different from the inexperienced professionals. But please remember, if you keep on working in the same field, in the same area for 15 years, that loses its value. So your experience must be multidimensional. That is the one important factor. Second is the technical skills. The skills required to perform your day-to-day jobs or your responsibilities well, better than others, which requires knowledge of the subject. And this is where certifications help a lot, because all the certifications, including CBAP, PMP and other certifications, they require you to study a particular concept. In this case, you need to study Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, which is a book published by IIBA. What it does, it provides you very comprehensive learning of business analysis as a practice. When you are working as a business analyst, our outlook and our responsibility areas make us look at things very narrowly. There are other best practices which are also available, but because you are getting into day-to-day operations, you may not be able to look at those other best practices. The certifications and the books associated with that help you in learning those. And these skills are also helpful in terms of developing your confidence, building your confidence. You start to feel that you have some amount of knowledge. As you know, knowledge makes you more humble, but at the same time, more enlightened. And just to conclude, soft skills, which I mentioned earlier, nothing to do with CBAP and all, but soft skills are also very, very important in career growth. The skills to network, skills to present, skills to communicate well, skills to handle customers. These are all very, very underrated yet very, very important aspects of your professional growth. So I hope by listening to me, you are able to get the idea as to where does CBAP stand. It does have value for every professional, but if you're trying to think that CBAP will help you getting a job, getting you a better job or getting you a promotion, I feel you should consider that the knowledge gained through preparation of CBAP or any such certification is what is going to count at the end. So knowledge is going to help you get a job, get a growth and better salary. So hope you like this video about CBAP. I'll see you in next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you have liked the video. Thank you so much.